Nobody's asking for that.
Alright.
All we're asking for you to do is type aerosol.
I understand.
Just it didn't seem like it as well. Okay, so this is gonna be the Sarah cam over here.
So wait, I go to live and then
what? You just keep refreshing until it pops up, I guess. It hasn't popped up, it seems. But I only just started it, so. Look at that, the Sarah cam. What do you think of the Sarah cam?
I can't look at the Sarah cam and the screen at the same time. It's really
but you don't need to look at the screen, do you? What do you need to look at the screen for?
I want to see how I look.
Oh, okay, right.
Of course, I have to know.
I'm gonna pull this off anyway.
I don't like seeing myself in profile.
Okay, don't look. Hold on, let's get this. Alright, there you go. Now we can't see. What are you doing? Oh, gosh. So we're, let's refresh again. Let's see. I mean, maybe I'm just not streaming, bro. Alright, let's see. I'm here. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, there we go.
Connect streaming software to go live. Okay, great. That's excellent. Everything's going really well. Everyone's really happy.
Who's that?
That's Allison Gopnik, dude. Come on.
Who's Allison Gopnik?
American Canadian psychologist, or I don't know actually, just American. Why did I say she was Canadian?
McGill is Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Did I say Canadian?
That's fine. McGill is Canadian, right? What's wrong with that?
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I say Canada.
That's funny. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. You did a really great job. Alright, great.
Great. Why did we need that? I'm confused.
To do a sound check.
Oh, a sound check. Okay.
Make sure. Or I still don't know whether you are actually audible. I'm gonna be a lot louder than you are. Okay, so we want to talk about Big Dog.
I don't know. What are you going to talk about?
We can talk about anything. We can talk about posture. Talk about Abbott. We can talk about how full of shit I am and how you compliment me too much and let me sometimes forget that I'm completely full of shit. And it's nice sometimes, but also it's like I'd prefer if that was coming, if it was like, you know, not like coming from a place of, oh, I don't know anything and Eris knows everything type shit. We can talk about that. Just throwing things out there, bro.
I'm not good as far as like keeping you grounded, you know?
Huh? No, yeah, No, I'm grounded.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm grounded. I'm grounded. No, you don't. No. That's not your role.
But it is true that
every once in a while you can flatter me.
Are out of my league, and that is, I think, an established.
Oh my God, that's so juicy. That's so juicy. I didn't expect. Okay, that's so juicy. I wasn't really referring to that.
Well, that's what it comes down to.
Look, I can't really respond to that because I'm not, I'm not really trying to. I don't want there to be a story where Eris was flirting with you and telling you about how awesome you are and stuff when you're with someone, and also have been like, Eris, would you stop fucking flirting with me? It's super weird. So that's the only reason I'm not responding. But I'll just say this. No, that's nonsense. But I think I've said that also. Anyway, that was awkward. I just don't
think it's nonsense. But we'll just have to agree to disagree.
No, I don't think we do. I mean, you can just think about it a little bit longer and it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, Eris has some strengths. And then Eris also has some major weaknesses that Sarah complements quite well. And Sarah has some opportunities that Eris complements quite well. Yeah, because depending on what you're talking about, what category of thing or quality you're talking about, you're way out of my league, bro. First of all, you stand up straight. Second of all, you're absolute dime. Thirdly, you think I'm funny, and I think you're one of the first people to ever think so, which just makes you unique. And then also, you're interested in this stuff. You're having a great time. You're following this stuff. Plus, you're working. You're like employable and stuff, and able to like do normal life in a lot of ways.
I think that actually you would be more compatible with someone who doesn't do normal life, right?
Oh no, someone does have to do normal life, and someone needs to not do normal life. That
has to be
that's how it has to go, bro. Otherwise, either way, either the couple's gonna be too boring or they're gonna be missing access to normal society and stability and stuff. You know, you need someone who's working and someone who's writing a book. You know, someone who's gambling big and someone who isn't gambling big, so that things are taken care of. But then also there's a bit of a gamble, and so the couple can win big.
Okay. All right. Well, so if that's the case, then I think you should just like try and find. You should see if there's like forums for like Mensa people, right? There's got to be lots of like Facebook groups.
Bro,
and shit.
you don't understand. I'm a standard deviation above Mensa people. You could make it to Mensa, bro. Like what?
I don't think but that's the thing. I don't think I could.
Well, anyway, the point is that Mensa ain't shit. But
oh gosh.
But anyway, I'm not. But I don't.
Okay.
Well, I don't. What is this conversation?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. So we were because you were saying. What were you saying? Why did I say that you? I really just wanted to get the phrasing right. You're out of my league. Because I said it wrong.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And it was funny, but it was an accident.
Even if I didn't have a boyfriend, I'm out of your league. And I just stared. We just stared.
And then it just, because I was like, why are you not having the reaction I was expecting you to? But no, you said something before that. What did you say before that? That you're trying to convince me that that my praise of you is excessive or something like that.
Oh, no, I was just really humbled looking at my videos, and I'm like, gosh, she says such nice things, and it's such a joke.
Errors that are happening on the stream.
Yeah.
Video.
I guess, yeah. But also just, I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so, but this, okay, and I also, oh, no, okay, I get it. Great. So, oh, right. Here's the thing. If you didn't giggle so silly, like when you get a compliment or reject it or whatever, when I acknowledge something good that you're doing, it wouldn't feel so weird to accept it when you say something about me. That's number one. Because
you're saying I always reject compliments, or I giggle when I'm complimented.
Yeah, something
and so
like
it's
that.
like it's like this juxtaposition of me
this
commenting,
contrast,
but then not being able to. accept it.
Right. And I feel like a dumbass when you say something true about how wonderful I am and I just allow it. So
it's true, so I don't know. I mean, I think the laughing is trying, just, if there's comedy, it's not, as bleak.
But what about when you're laughing when there isn't comedy?
But that inserts the comedy.
That's the comedy,
That's
right
comedy.
there.
It's like Sarah's laughing.
That sounds like bullshit. I don't have anything to look at my screen, so I guess I'll just look at you. Great job.
I'm not good at accepting compliments.
Yeah, but I'm not good at it. We don't have to say stuff like that. Anyway, so we can talk about stuff.
How should Sarah be a better leader to her dog son?
Yeah. And then you were saying, oh, actually, I know the answer to that. And it is...
complimenting him and standing up straight.
Complimenting him?
Just giving him positive feedback.
You mean rewarding him? Oh, yeah. I mean, not just, oh, Abby, you're so handsome, right? I think that might have just carried over from the previous conversation.
What? Oh.
Right? That's okay.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens. But the word we were looking for was reward. Yeah, very good. But he doesn't really do those things yet to reward.
Right. No.
Some of the things he does, but what about times when he isn't doing the things to reward?
We correct him.
Alright, correct him.
And then we give him a treat and compliment him, or do we have to wait for him to do the right thing on his?
Well, I don't know. Should you give the treat? Do rewards come before the thing that's being rewarded?
I mean, no, it comes after.
Oh, after, okay.
Right, once he does the thing. But if I had to correct him, does it count as him doing it or no?
Well, you correct after. You either reward or correct after an action or failure.
Okay. So he doesn't get a treat after a correction.
No, he doesn't get a treat at... No! Here you go. No! What are you talking about right now? I can't even look at you. What are you talking about right now? Alright, very good. So it's either reward or correction.
Okay, so Right, okay. Alright. I guess I'm not following through on corrections.
Okay, yeah. Okay, alright, let's, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's talk with Chat GPT. Hi, I'm here with Sarah, who has a 4-year-old German Shepherd, male, not castrated.
He is.
Huh?
He
Oh,
is.
castrated. She's had him his whole life. He does not come when called. What else should we tell her? They love each other dearly.
Yeah, he doesn't obey verbal commands.
He doesn't actually obey any verbal commands. He growls and snaps when she brushes him.
Really, like any grooming on his underside results in growls and
How can we train Sarah? Abby can walk loose leash, but does not with Sarah. If I'm honest, I don't think Abby currently recognizes Sarah as the authority of the household. I know you're biased toward positive reinforcement. Okay, justifiably. But be real with me. Wouldn't it be useful if Sarah... She's not gonna agree with me. Asserted herself as the leader through some correction or winning conflict. There's no way he's gonna agree with me. He'd be like, no, that's outdated and you're a dumbass. Yeah. Alright, let's not do it the way I did it. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna be so much more work, bro.
This is why I think that you should just train him in the first place, you know?
No, we shouldn't do it the way I did it. And also, it's not actually Abbott the problem. So even if I worked with him, he'd still be like, oh, okay, but I don't need to use any of this with Sarah, do I? Hold on, let's ask that. Alright, let's listen. She is going to convince me. He is going to convince me, but right now, I am not convinced. Okay, let's put it this way. Okay, I'll let you convince me. Against all that alpha stuff. But first, I am still confident there is a problem with tone Alright, so... Alright. Alright, so it's just, okay, clarity, consistency. Yeah, if you do those, it doesn't have to be the domination thing. Fine. So, and then there's control of resources. Oh gosh, it's just so much more work, bro. But you have to be consistent. You can't be like, okay,
right,
fine.
Right. No, that's what I have not been able to do.
That's what I haven't done.
I have not been consistent.
Haven't been consistent. So anyway, let's rephrase that. Oh, I can be more consistent.
I can be more consistent.
Okay. Yeah, so you can be more consistent. Also, we can do, firmer, clearer, and less chit chat. I do a lot of chit chat with Neo, but that's like on top of clear commands he has.
Right, and I just do the baby talk.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, so alright, where's your notebook? Let's write down like 3 things, and then we're gonna move on from this conversation.
I think we just have like paper, maybe.
Or it can be your phone, whatever. Okay, so, alright, I'm gonna write it down too. We'll make it nice in a second, but first, so what was it? The door's still fucking open. I thought that closed, but that didn't work.
You came in again?
No, I just, no, nothing happened. I just, no. Just, no. Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, so what are we doing, big dog? So, 1, so consistency. Which means if you command and Abby doesn't do, then, then correction. And it doesn't have to be a jerk. It can be the removal. So correction can equal removal of what dog wants, which can include freedom of movement, I don't know what else could be taken away in general.
Just starve them, take away food.
No, I've asked him about that. He says don't ever do that. Oh, but so you taught me. Oh no. My dad taught me that I was not feeding Neo enough. I mean, not just food. I was feeding him only once a day, 1 big meal, because that's what his previous owner told me to do. What do you think about feeding a 4-year-old 3 times a day?
4-year-old dog?
I think he'll understand.
So, okay.
For a healthy 4-year-old German Shepherd, 3 meals a day is perfectly fine as long as the total daily calories and nutrient balance stay the same. Okay, very good. So, So, although twice a day is widely recommended, times is perfectly fine. It's good to avoid bloat, steady energy, and training currency. So now every time, just do more than. So that's another thing. So 2, mealtime. There should be, I don't know. Maybe 10 sit downs. I don't know. Several. So then he sits down. Good job. A little reward, like a little bit, a couple kibble, whatever it's called, and then get him up by moving away from him or something, or moving the food away from him or something. He comes over, sit down. I don't know. If Abby is getting multiple short training sessions, 3 meals, let Sarah draw 1/3 of the daily ration into bait pouch paychecks without overfeeding treats. Oh, what? If Abby is getting... Oh, maybe scratch what I just said. If Abby is getting multiple short training sessions, 3 meals, let Sarah draw 1/3 of the daily ration into bait pouch paychecks.
I'm not following. What she's talking about.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, as far as objects we need, you have a treat pouch?
Yeah.
Great. Is there any way, maybe you can just keep that on the back deck or something?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just slip it on your hip when you... Regular collar and extendable lead for a leash. Okay, so don't make him work for the meal. Scratch what I said. And that's true. The latest people say, don't make him work for the meal. That's old school.
So, treat pouch, regular collar, and lead.
That rollout, extendable lead thing.
Extendable lead. Like the one that you took? Or are you talking about like a leash?
Talking about a leash. Well, yeah, not the... No, you need to buy this thing.
Okay.
You told me you don't have one.
Extendable leash. What's wrong with the long leash? Okay,
It's just so much more work.
Alright, okay.
And you don't use it. And it takes up more space. Right?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't know.
so
I mean, you can use the long, that's fine, but it's just a lot more work.
I guess I don't know how to use an extendable leash as a training tool.
It's not a training tool, it's a walking tool.
Right, but doesn't he need to be trained during walking?
Okay, well, you use it as a training tool in the same way you would use a regular leash. In that, because you're attached to him, if you stop, he has to stop. You can guide him, stuff like that.
Right, but like, what's the benefit of having?
The benefit is that you have control over the distance that he can go.
Why do I want him to go far? Why do I want to let him do that?
Because he'll be happier.
Alright.
Because he wants to go check out, smell that tree that's a little bit off path. You don't want to necessarily have to walk off path. but he's been loose and stuff. You don't want to just reject him every time he tries to. He goes, because like when I walk him, right? I walk him on that little leash, and I have to refuse every time because he'll just like try to yank, and I gotta go, nope, we're not going over there now. But if he's been good, you should have the option of letting him go where he wants to go.
Okay, I see.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, clarity. So 2 is clarity for me. So A, that means you're not having a fucking conversation to get him to do something. So it's simple commands. And the second point is tone. There needs to be a clear difference between yes and no, between do this and go have fun. So one way to practice tone is through gibberish. This way it'll be easier for you to keep track of how you're speaking to him. Because he doesn't fucking know the words you're saying. You tell me he knows the word abbot, but, but we'll see that. And, but other than that, he doesn't know any words. So...
I mean, he know, I guess...
No, I mean in general, dogs don't know words.
Right. I guess, like, the command stop, he just ignores. But I think he understands it's a negative. Or no.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't obey it, but...
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that you could say he understands it. Then,
okay.
Because that would be too complicated a psyche for him to be like, I totally get it. This is not a good behavior. Right. I should not be doing this. But fuck that. I think there is an it that is like, if no, then stop. But that's such a small it that we can't be considered understanding. It's not a big enough it for to say that system understands that.
So I just need to make sounds that are clearly...
Yo, Steve! Shit, when was that? I'm sorry, Sarah. Hold on. Oh, just a minute ago. Hey, Steve. This is one of my friends, Steve. This is Steve Gaming. This is Sarah.
What's going on, Steve?
We're talking dogs, and in a minute, we're gonna do... What were you and I reading? Was it How to Be Human? We might read some of that. We're gonna talk about something from that, something about posture. Oh no, we were reading Free Will. I finished that. Right? Okay, anyway, hello Steve. Great. Great job.
Alright, so my tone has to change when I'm giving him, like the tone of giving him a direction or a command has to be different from...
Yeah, your tone has to reflect the meaning.
And it can just be gibberish, so I just need to practice.
It should be gibberish so that you can more easily notice your tone.
Yeah.
Because you're just probably not even going to notice when you say, oh, Abby, don't do that. Abby, get down. Abby, come on. Oh, Abby, why are you doing that? You're going to be like, did you hear what I said? That was all negative stuff. If you do that in gibberish, it's like, whoa, how is he supposed to understand that's a negative? Great. So that's cool.
So a deep tone, right? Like,
yeah, but not, it doesn't have to be loud or angry.
Oh, you don't think it has to be loud or angry? I feel like that's...
Are you joking?
How no, that's how I feel like I like have to be loud.
That's understandable, and that is people's instinct, and that's my instinct as well, and I had to be taught, no.
Okay. Alright, so, okay, firm dog voice, perfect.
Experience Thunderbolts, the movie critics are calling one of the best Marvel movies.
Next, I want to talk about voice tones and how you communicate with your dog. There are 3 tones that dogs communicate on, and you want to mimic those with your tone of voice. Whine, bark, and growl are the 3 tones. And what whine is to a dog is more of a praising, happy-go-lucky tone. So I like to bring that tone from my face. Good boy, good girl, let's go, good boy. It's very happy, upbeat, go-lucky. The dog understands that. Now the commanding tone is more of a command from your chest.
This is probably going to be
Down.
old school man stuff, just like these other ones we're going to see. So we're going to ask ChatGPT after.
Sit, stay, come. It's like a dog barking. That's what it would be considered. So it's a command. It's like giving someone directions. Go down the street, take a right, and then a left. Down, sit. All right, so it's very direct. And then you have your corrective tone, which is your leave it, off. Okay? And those are more guttural. That's from your stomach. And the dog will understand that. It's more of a corrective, growling tone. And you try to mimic those with the different things that you do. Heel, down, sit, stay, come. Commands. Praised is the whining tone. And then growl is your corrective tone, which is leave it, off. And those are your tones.
There's a time to use my voice in a more excited manner and have a little bit more of those conversations. And that's if I'm trying to build engagement. If I just call this dog's name and I say yes, and I give her a cookie, it's really not exciting for her. So when I do start to get those great responses, I can use my voice as another reward that lets her know she's right. But it's also the thing that can buy me time between treats. If I don't have cookies in my hand, which I don't right now, I need something to kind of let her know she's right in that moment. So if she looks away over there, what's that thing? Good girl, who's that? Jet. Yes, good girl, what a good puppy dog, you're amazing, I love you. In that time, I can praise her, I can encourage her to me, give a little pat, then I can get my little food out and reward. There's a time to use my voice in a...
Want a dog who stays this close, even when
You can't put your dogs in...
There's a time to use...
Next, I want to talk about voice tones and how you communicate with your dog. There are 3
So
tones
sit
that dogs
is completely
communicate.
different from sit. Come is completely different from come. So it's a kind of a do-it tone. It's a hard thing to teach. However, what we're trying to say to a dog is do it. Don't preempt every command with your dog's name. Auto come, auto sit, auto no, auto leave it. It's
Oh,
hard.
and that's something we gotta do as well. Not to use his name as a command. Just saying over and over again. And me, I do that, and I'm working on that.
For your dog to decipher what the second part was. So by all means use your dog's name to get your dog's attention. Auto, pause, drop his name, and then give him the command that you want him to do. So auto, sit. That's all we need, okay? So sit.
Oh, wow.
Sarah, how your tone makes or breaks a cue. 1. Marker word yes, crisp, upbeat, single syllable. Same pitch every time. Think clicker with your voice. Purpose tells Abby that right there earned a treat. 2. Recall cue, come, warm, inviting, slightly higher pitch than normal speech. Imagine calling a friend to a picnic, not a child to detention. 1 call, then move away to make yourself fun to chase. 3. Everyday name check-ins. Neutral, friendly voice. Avoid chanting Abby, Abby, Abby. Say it once, then wait 2 seconds. 4. Praise during success. Soft, happy chatter. Good boy. Nice and easy. Keeps him loose. Let your voice smile. Dogs read that sing-song melody as safe. 5. Calm cue during arousal spikes. Drop your pitch. Slow the tempo. Easy. Good. Stay with me. Low and steady turns the dial down. High shrieky tones turn it up. 6. Corrections. When you must interrupt. Use a flat, unemotional or oops. Purpose is information, not scolding. Then immediately guide to a correct behavior and mark it. 7. Brushing or vet-type handling. Soft, rhythmic talking. Brush, treat, paired with food. Keeps him anticipating good things, not bracing for pain. Golden rule. Match tone to the goal. Cheerleader when you want movement toward you. Monotone librarian when you need stillness, and a clear, ping-like marker when you're capturing the right moment. Consistent melody equals faster learning, less confusion.
Anyway, you heard what I said.
How is it gonna be? How is it abusive to say like off or off? That wasn't very good. Off.
Who said it was abusive?
Why are they?
Oh, I don't know. Not because it's abusive, just because they're trying to optimize the friendly, fun stuff. Just, can I be honest with you?
Okay.
Can I be honest with you, Sarah? Because you don't actually have to play this role. Just someone in the household does. Okay?
But I'm the only one in the household. That's the problem, right?
Right. So get Mustafa in the household, or teach Bahud, or you know, I mean, Eris is sometimes in the household, and just have men around you to command your dog. Just make sure there's always men in around you.
But we'll just. I think I can growl, kind of,
All right, let's go.
Ah! No, that was too high pitched. Ah!
That was too angry.
Ah!
Too
Well,
loud, too angry.
why is it? Why can't
Flat,
it be?
unemotional.
This is so hard to do.
Just keep going.
Wait, I thought I'm not doing that. I thought I'm growling.
Oh, we can do the growl then. Okay, just start. Give me a flat unemotional, and then we'll move to that.
Okay. Ugh.
Good.
Oops.
Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, what if, alright, I'm gonna stop pushing you. Because we might have to do several of these. I'm just gonna pee in the house or something.
No! Ah!
Oh,
okay, no,
okay.
that's just too.
Alright,
I feel like
you pee in the house.
my instinct is to like shout.
Yeah,
and
that's a normal instinct, so we just have to practice and unhabit that. Alright, let me hear it from me. Alright, pee in the house or do something. Do something bad. Do something real bad. Oh, sorry, start again. No. No. No.
Okay, so that's just.
That's
just
a firm.
Yeah, it's firm.
No. Now if I did if you keep pissing. Oh. Alright, I'm bringing him in. We'll try some voice. It's like a fat, wet shit.
Probably Eddie.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go first. Alright, so I'll do 10 times. And Abby is not going to get a treat out of my hand. But maybe, let's say 3 times that I don't want him to. That's my goal. Oh! I don't know how many that is, actually. No. Nope. Nope. What's that, 3? I don't know why I'm doing it different treats. I'm just going to do it quickly with this one. I'm going to try to do it 10 times, and then you're going to get all of these, in fact. How about that? No. Oh. Nope. Nope. Alright, well that's easy. Can you do that? Well, I guess come over here, big bro.
I feel like it's easier if you break. Nope. Oh. Nope. 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 But I'm also
That's
moving
good.
my hand away.
I was moving my hand a little bit. Just keep going. See whether you can have him able to get it and not getting it.
Okay, right. Nope. 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 Nope.
It's pretty good.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, let's try not to move our hand at all.
Nope. Alright. Nope. That was a failure on my part.
Well, I
not
don't-
being
that's-
sick.
no, we
Okay,
don't
sorry.
talk
I'm
about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't stop being so negative. What happened?
Nothing happened. I'm just getting the camera real nice so we can get a good angle. Alright, let me go again. Make sure that I'm not going to move my hand at all. Alright. Nope. No. Good boy, buddy. One more time, and then I'm going to get it to him. Nope. 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 Good boy, Abby.
See, you're like his leader. Alright, okay, so.
Yeah, but that's not a reason
why-
for us to get together.
Yeah, good jokes. Okay. Let me see if I'm straight. Nope. 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 Nope.
Okay, don't move your hand at all.
Nope. Oh.
But anyway, it was very good.
Alright,
Excellent
no, this
tone.
is not really good. No, this is such a good exercise because it's. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know how good it is. I just wanted to do it this time because it's probably pretty annoying for Abbott.
Okay.
But to do it a few times. Alright, do it one last time. One last time.
Because, like, how do you, like. No. Is that not a.
That's great.
Okay.
That's so great.
Nope. Nope.
Well, maybe it's just tired because I wore him out. Let's check. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright, it's not that he's too tired. It's that you're not standing up straight. That's what it is. Try it again. Now you're standing up straight.
Are you okay? Nope.
Alright, but we're not laughing.
We're not laughing.
Alright, very good. Are you farting, Abby, or is that you?
It's him.
Oh, okay.
I think he took that shit now.
Yeah, I think he brought it in with him. Very good. Okay, excellent. So yeah, something like that. Okay, so what? So he clearly knows the word no, like you said.
He just ignores me.
Let's see. Okay, so communication basics. Blah blah. Bro, where's no? Where's no? Mixed message of the forbidden tree. Okay, but I'm not actually talking about leave it. I'm just talking about no in general.
Yeah.
GTFOH.
GT.
Alright, whatever. We're not gonna solve it. I'm too old school. But you know, and I'm over this now. We've come up with some great things. Consistency, right? He can't ever win these things. I mean, it's okay sometimes as he's learning. But the idea is to make, you know, I'm just going to speak from my intuition, is that, if ignore, then everything is okay. Isn't it? We want to discourage. Clarity, simple commands, firm or unemotional or even maybe somewhat growly tone, and use gibberish to. Oh, and you can record yourself too. That's a good idea. Record yourself interacting with him so you can see what it looks like, what it sounds like. I should do the same thing for me. Excellent, great. And so once you start doing that, you're gonna be more of an authority, right? He's gonna take your leadership and commands more seriously in general. Then you can teach him again the specific like commands like come, right? Once he takes that seriously. I haven't tried yet to teach him come. I'm a little bit nervous he'd embarrass me. What do you think? And also, I just get too frustrated doing the positive stuff. I mean, the easiest way to do it is you just put a static shock collar on him, and so long as, and when you say come, it starts either vibrating or staticking until he's at your feet. And they learn it like that.
Oh.
But ChatGPT will tell you, and I believe that this science supports this, that's not good for your relationship. And that's the thing, like normally these dogs are supposed to be in a tribe, right? They're not really supposed to be all the time with one single human, you know? So I think, just like kids, humans, we're not supposed to be good friends with our parents. We're supposed to have uncles and aunties for that. We're not supposed to be able to tell our parents everything. You know, they're supposed to be sort of the father is supposed to be corrective and a hard ass, and the mom's meant to over worry, and so you have to keep things from them. But then you have an older uncle, a younger, but not than you, uncle or auntie that's supposed to, give you wisdom and with the niceness and all that.
Yeah.
You can't play every role with another being. Let's talk about evolution a second. I am inclined to think that a dog owner cannot play every role any more than a parent to a human child can. To be both an authority, a corrector, a best friend, etc. I wasn't actually talking about dog dive. Okay, practical framework for Sarah and Abby. Attachment figure, blah, 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 blah. Teacher guide, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Single can cover the critical evolutionary roles, nutrition, safety, learning, if they purposely add structured dog time. Alright, that's not. Anyway, I'm over this. Okay, we have some great takeaways there. Okay, very good. Alright, here you go. So you can just,
Give all of them to him?
Yeah. Let's do that closed fist thing and wait for him to leave it alone and then give it to him. Let's do that for each one.
So it's like.
Let me try.
There's. Okay.
Just one. Good boy.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you have one. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's
Not a
not
magic
like
trick.
it's not like. Well, but it's not like. Alright.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Let's try this. Good job. Good job. So it's just when he leaves it alone.
Yeah.
Good job. Good boy.
And that's great. Each time, give him a nice, high-pitched, playful 1 or 2 words like that.
Good boy. There's one. Good boy.
That's great.
Okay.
Great job, buddy.
Too effusive with my praise. I just also like talking about it.
Okay, well that's discussed. Excellent job. Alright, Sarah, so what are we gonna do, Sarah? Oh, the posture thing.
Yeah, let's read that.
Oh no, I think we did that, didn't we?
We did?
Maybe not. Jonathan Miller, who is both a neurologist and a theater director, tells a story about working with a talented soprano on an opera. Jonathan had a very precise kind of sadness that he wanted the singer to produce, but he couldn't describe it to her. Instead, he slumped into his chair in a certain way, with his limbs dangling off the edges, and he asked the singer to copy his body posture. She was instantly able to sing exactly the sort of sadness he had in mind. Her body understood something that words couldn't convey. I think that shows how emotion is very much a thing that the body does. It feeds information to the brain. That's the neuroscientist talking. Okay, very good. Great job, everybody.
Good job, Abbott. He looks so good, brushed. I mean, it just. I can't believe how. Yeah. How long did that take you?
What do you think, Abbott? Because we couldn't do it consistently, could we? Add it up, probably a couple of hours, an hour? I don't know, an hour?
You couldn't do it consistently because he wouldn't allow.
We had to give him breaks, absolutely. We had to give him breaks. And that's fine. And it was great, yeah. Yeah. Great.
I should probably eat some food. I mean, that's not to say like you don't have to. I can like go get some food, you know. I just
It's so great. It's so great. And how long have you been thinking that?
I think my stomach just made noise.
It just made noise and immediately.
I was subconscious about it. You didn't hear?
No.
Oh. Alright. I felt like I had to explain myself.
I see. But okay. Great. So
Is there anything else we should address before I end this wonderful live stream? It's like, this is right on your crotch. I'm just saying.
Oh. That's funny. There we go. Okay. No, that's it. So
we got some useful tips. We're gonna be
sure.
consistent. We're gonna be mindful of our tone. We keep habit commands.
That's right. All that
Hey,
stuff is
Uncle
right.
James.
Hey, Uncle James. You walking? You want to go for a walk? All 5 of us? Go for a walk? No? Or yes. What do you think about that? Let's do it. Because I think we haven't gone for a walk yet. Still no? Alright, well I'm going to check in a few and try to convince you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, very good.
I feel like I should make sure he's not doing something very constructive.
Yes, great. Okay, great. Thanks everybody. Bye bye. Uncle James, you want to say bye to the stream? Or this is a live stream on YouTube. So wave right here. You can wave right. Where'd it go? Wave right there. Right there. Right there. Wave at the camera. Hello. Very good. Excellent.